I'm Dan,
I'm Roger,
and we are the Wayward Sons.
and this is our show where we talk about reading it, comics, video games, food, the great outdoors, also movies, and more. In
This
that
is the
order,
video portion of our podcast.
the Wayward Sons podcast.
Exactly. All right, so our topic for today is if we could choose an Avengers team, who would it be?
Interesting.
Fun, right?
So we broke it down into categories. We have a leader. Every team needs a leader. We got brains. We have a tank. We have a tech guy, a stealthy boy or girl or woman, and just a wild card, an extra one. And I also did a pet because I feel like an Avengers team should have a pet. All right, and I put
I
a
did
lot of
not do
thought
that.
into this. Okay.
You can start.
Oh, you want me to start? Are we doing leader first?
Yes.
All right. So obviously, the leader I chose is Captain America.
Good choice.
You know, obviously, I got my Captain America tattoo. I don't know if I've shown off. I feel like he's the most Avengery Avenger. You have to have him. But more importantly, um, based off the rest of my team, he's going to play as kind of like I was thinking of how the stories would be told for my team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be like the straight man that all the other wacky characters play off of. He's not really a sense of humor guy, so he's going to be the pillar.
Gotcha.
So you'll see more of that with my other choices. Who you got?
I also chose Captain America as
You
my
know what?
leader.
I knew that was going to happen. And I was going to suggest, oh, maybe we should like choose secondary ones for different things so our teams aren't the same. But then I thought it didn't matter. So,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
all right.
And I don't think our teams are going to be the same. So,
But I worked really hard besides Captain America to make sure that our teams would be different. I have
oh,
some
yeah.
choices. I have some interesting
All
choices.
right.
All right.
All right.
You want to do the brains first? Who's your smart boy or woman?
For my brains, I have Tony Stark, the Iron Man.
Classic.
Classic. Had to go with him.
I'm sensing a very classic Avengers theme that I love.
Maybe so far.
But we'll see.
Maybe.
So for my brains, I chose Beast.
Beast.
Yep, the X-Men Beast, but he has been a member of the Avengers before. Not that
Mm-hmm.
this matters. We talked about it. If it's a Marvel character, pretty much the Avengers recruit anyone and everyone. So if it was a Marvel character, whether they've been an Avenger or not, they can be on the teams. He's always been my favorite X-Men. And I think the first Avengers comic I got was Avengers 200, and he was pretty prominent on the cover of that. And I always thought it was cool having him on the Avengers, so I chose him. Plus, he's just a smart boy, and based off of one of my other choices, I think there could be some cool character interactions, which I'll get to.
Yeah. See, I didn't have the same approach to choosing a team that you did. Like you're thinking of like story based,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking what would be the most efficient.
Ah, okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, Beast is
Not
also efficient as hell.
necessarily interactions, because interactions between these characters maybe they wouldn't work great as a team, but
As
if
Captain
they
America and Iron
could,
Man often don't,
you're right.
which is good storytelling.
Yeah.
I love
So I
war.
mean, that's the way I took it. So we're moving on to what, tank now?
Tank, yeah.
My tank, I chose Captain Marvel.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That is efficient as hell.
Yeah.
I
Very
was,
tricky of a character. There's a lot of hate for her in the movies right now.
yeah,
Well, not necessarily right now, but in the
it'll come
past.
back. People are angry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, for my tank, I chose Thor.
Mm.
So I got a little classic as well. He actually used to be my least favorite of the classic Avengers. I was not a Thor fan. Ragnarok really turned me around. And
Yeah.
earlier this year, I've been doing a lot of studying on like Norse mythology. So I read, I think it was Neil Gaiman's book about Norse mythology, and I don't know, Thor's just freaking awesome, man.
He is a
Thor's
good
freaking
character.
great.
I like him.
Like
I specifically like Beta Ray Bill, but you know that.
I do love Beta Ray Bill.
Of
You
course,
think you're gonna
Faith
introduce
Sabian.
him into the movies?
I know. I can't wait. I hope it happens.
I feel like Love and Thunder is gonna be his chance.
Somehow I feel like they're just gonna cameo him or Easter egg him again.
Oh yeah, because they did on the Coliseum in Ragnarok.
Yeah, they did.
Hopefully that's not all that he gets. He deserves more than that.
I agree. They need to tell that story because it's great.
You want me to do my tech boy?
Sure, do your tech boy.
I have a Rocket Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon. All right.
A Rocket Raccoon because I feel like he would have interesting interactions with Beast. You know, because they're
Yeah,
both kind of like animally, and
they're both real furry.
they're both also super intelligent, so they'd be working together. Just a
Yeah.
beast and a raccoon. Also, I really like the interactions with Thor and Rocket Raccoon in the MCU. So I think
Yeah.
it would also be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. See, for my tech character, I chose the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I almost chose Shuri
Mm-hmm.
version of the Black Panther because the costume is dope as hell. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've ever seen Shuri's
Yeah.
Black Panther costume with the fur and stuff.
Yeah.
Freaking sick. Anyway, go ahead. I interrupted.
No, like I mean, so the way I chose my team is I chose all characters that could also fill multiple roles. Like for instance, you have Captain America, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel. They've all been leaders of an Avengers team.
True.
So they all can fill that role if need be. Brains, you have Iron Man. I mean, Captain America's pretty smart. Captain Marvel, very smart.
They could all be stealth as well, too.
Yeah, exactly.
That was
So
that is
that's why I
efficient.
was choosing some of these characters just because, like, come on, like they're gonna fill multiple roles. Like you have Iron Man. I mean, yeah, sure, he's really smart, but he's got more money than God. You know who else also has more money than God?
Jeebus.
Black Panther.
Black Panther does have more money than God.
So between the two of them, they could literally come up with any kind of tech possible.
And obviously, sad news. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
Yes. Yeah, that's sad. It really is because I was looking forward to that second movie.
And when we chose this topic, like that was like still, I mean, it's still super fresh, but
yeah,
I was definitely thinking of that one.
And he's a freaking great guy too, because
Really
I was just seeing
a genuine hero
and reading stuff about him, and he would help a lot of kids with cancer.
Mm-hmm. We didn't even know.
Yeah, and he had cancer himself, and he was filming all these movies. Like
that's crazy.
And a lot of his cast members didn't know, from what I understand. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like the guy was a saint.
It's
like
tragic.
I don't know, he deserves a statue or something. Such a great guy.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's not like he was young, and
Yeah.
as far as we could tell, he was like super healthy. Like I guess recently in like the media, people have noticed that he was getting skinnier. I never noticed that. I guess I don't follow the
really
media.
pay attention to the media.
For all I knew, he was young and healthy, and I thought he was just at the beginning of his career. I thought he was going to be, around forever. But all right, where were we? I did my tech guy. Moving on to stealth.
Yes.
I've got Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Ooh, Miles Morales, huh?
So I chose him because I'm pretty sure you were going to choose regular Spider-Man.
I did.
Yeah, I figured you probably would. But I chose him because it was stealth, and specifically he's got the invisibility, right? Mm-hmm. So I thought that would be cool. And he's just a sick character. I mean,
he is really cool.
Spider-Verse obviously introduced him into mainstream, and everyone loves him now. The first time I really got into him was in Brian Michael Bendis'.
You're packing heat. You
I
brought
know.
freaking
I
comics?
came with a lot of props today.
Wow.
Um,
I only have the props behind me.
like
So.
I got my guys, but this is kind of like a Spider-Verse story. Peter Parker from the 616 catches up with Miles Morales in the Ultimate Universe. And I don't really like Ultimate Spider-Man, like the Peter Parker Ultimate Spider-Man. I
Yeah.
don't think the art was super cool. It's just a lot of weird stuff. An adult Wolverine wanted to like be with a teenage Mary Jane at one point. I'm not a fan, but I love Miles. The Miles
Yeah.
Morales
He's a cool
Ultimate
character.
Spider-Man is freaking sweet. So
But yeah, I chose regular Spider-Man.
I
Good old Peter Parker. I mean, he's got brains too, so that's why I chose him. Because I kind of feel like if Peter and Tony kind of just get in a lab, they're
yeah.
gonna be able to cook some stuff up. So I mean, Tony by himself can cook up anything, but
I figured you were gonna choose regular Spider-Man. That's why I didn't choose him. Because I also like really love Spider-Man, but I was like, our teams need to be
yeah,
different. Our team needs to be different. There's plenty of Spider-Man. I'll choose a different Spider-Man.
yeah, I chose Spider-Man.
I love it. Who's your wild card?
All right, so I feel like the only gap that I was missing. So I tossed around the idea of using Thor,
Very nice.
but I did not choose Thor. Instead, I chose Doctor Strange
Okay.
because I wanted someone that could kind of deal with the magical sort of realm of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Little energy projection, important.
And I mean, he's real strong.
Yeah,
So,
no, he is. He's definitely up there. He's in the Illuminati. He was
yeah.
part of the Defenders.
Yep.
He's a big boy.
He's a powerhouse in himself. So,
Well, I also chose a powerhouse for my wild card. It's in the form of a She-Hulk.
ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
For two reasons. Well, three reasons. First reason, I don't really know much about her. So I'd like to read an Avengers team. I mean, she's on the Avengers team now, I believe.
Right.
But I'm not caught up. But I'd like to read more about her. Number two, she's got that Netflix series coming out.
She does.
So
Forgot about that.
I'm excited about that. So I was thinking about that. And three, I think four reasons. There's four reasons. Three, I think she's dating Thor right now in the comics. Pretty sure that's true.
Interesting.
Shout out in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's true. So you get some good character actions between them.
Yeah.
And also correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I didn't read a lot of She-Hulk, but I think she breaks the fourth wall. Like she knows she's a comic book character like Deadpool.
I think you're right about that.
Yes, that would be super fun.
Hmm.
So you get to have that without having Deadpool.
That, like her just like kind of seeming like she's talking to herself, and Rocket's just like, who are you talking
man,
to?
Rocket would love that. You see, all my characters besides Cap and Beast are kind of like a little wacky.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, I just like I said, I tried to find characters that all could fill a role, like multiple roles.
So, did you think of a pet? It's okay if you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I got Devil Dinosaur.
Devil Dinosaur.
I see because of the glare, but he's basically I think he's a big alien theropod, and he's red, and he's sick.
He's
I
not
don't know
from
much about him.
Savage Land, is he?
I think he's from an alien planet, but he probably lives in the Savage Land. Yeah. I don't know anything about him, but he's a big dinosaur, and it's cool.
All right.
I could have chose someone I knew more about, like Lockhead or anyone, but I went with the big old dinosaur. So
neat.
Yeah. So is that all right? Mentioned in the comics, the comic comments, whose team you think would win in a fight, or whose you like better, or don't,
Yeah.
or don't. So you want to jump in? You want to jump into some movie theater butter podcorn?
Movie theater butter podcorn time.
Thing. You want to go first? Yeah. Intro. What have you been watching or reading or playing or doing or eating?
Well, since last time, I have completed The Last of Us,
Very nice.
and I completed The Last of Us Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent games. No spoilers. I mean, it's still kind of new-ish, so no spoilers, but excellent, excellent series.
The only spoiler is that it's fantastic.
Yes.
And it made a lot of people mad. That's not a spoiler. That's just common knowledge. It didn't
But
make
people
me
get
mad
mad over everything, so.
It didn't make me mad. I loved it, but
Yeah, I loved it too.
It did make a lot of people mad.
Other than that, I've just been prepping for more camping in the future. I got a camping trip next weekend coming up.
Oh yeah? Who
Yeah.
are you going
No, it's
camping
just
with?
with
That's
my
not
family.
me.
It's just with my family.
Oh,
Just the
okay.
one last send-off thing.
All right.
Still been watching a lot of the Outdoor Gear Review.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I started a new job, so that's been keeping me busy.
Yeah, the beginning of a job is always it's a lot with the training and
Yeah.
pain in the arse.
Yars.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right. So I've been watching The Boys.
Okay.
On Amazon Prime. Have you heard of that? Have you seen any of that?
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was telling me to watch it. I don't remember who.
It was
They
probably
were telling me to watch it because it was basically like the Justice League if they were on crack.
if they were like huge jerks. Just
Yeah.
just the worst people. It's really freaking good. It's graphic. It's hilarious, and it's like pretty dark, and it's real good. And yeah, watch The Boys. I can loan you my Prime password if you don't have it.
All right.
Mm.
Oh, I have
Got
been
enough.
watching the part 2 of Pokemon Journeys.
Ooh, haven't seen all part 1 yet.
Hey, you should get on that.
So good.
Yeah, it's all right.
So remind me, is it like a connected narrative, or is it like pocket episodes?
It's a connected
Story?
narrative.
Okay. I'll get on
Yeah.
that.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's all right. It's not like amazing or anything like that. Doesn't bring any excitement to the table. Like I feel like the X, Y, and Z series brought a lot of excitement just because Ash was doing so well. He had like the Mega Evolutions, he had Ash Greninja and stuff like that. But
So should I not watch it?
no, I think you should watch it. It's good. And we watched the new Mulan movie. So
oh yeah, how was that? No Mushu.
no Mushu.
No
Spoiler.
song,
No songs,
but there is a witch.
but there is a witch and a
Okay.
phoenix.
Oh, good. All right. All right. Anyway,
it was decent. Definitely an interesting take on Mulan.
I bought it, so I'm gonna watch it, but
Yeah, I mean, you should watch it.
I'm gonna.
I mean, it's not horrible. If you literally separate the 2, separate your childhood, put it over here, put it on the shelf.
I do that with a lot of my childhood, so
put it on the shelf, and then just watch this movie. It's pretty good. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's a good movie.
I'll keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind.
I've also been doing a lot on the shelf. I've been doing a lot of research into Lovecraft stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, we know that H.P. Lovecraft is a giant piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that or not. He is. He's a racist boy.
Oh.
A bad man, and I'm glad he's dead.
Everybody loves those.
I don't. But I was trying to separate the artist from, the stuff, and I've been doing a lot of research into that. Today I bought the Necro Nom Nom Nom, as I told you earlier.
Wow.
A cookbook that's all like Lovecraft themed foods, and it's pretty exciting. Look at that, pretty sick. So I got that. It's another prop. I bought Arkham Horror the card game.
Interesting.
I'll probably bring that next time I come down.
Okay.
And I've been listening to just a few like Call of Cthulhu podcasts. I
Okay.
was thinking one of our next like D&D style campaigns might be something like that. It's pretty much the same thing. It's a little different. They use like percentages instead of like a 20-sided die or something. I don't
Okay.
exactly know how to play, but pretty gung-ho about it. And I've been playing Hunt a Killer.
Yeah, you did show me that. What's that all about? Explain to the audience.
I will explain it. It is a monthly subscription box that's kind of like an escape room, except you're solving a murder. So it comes with hints and clues and documents, and you're trying to
So
solve a
instead
murder.
of like an escape room, wouldn't it be like closer to Clue?
It's a lot like Clue.
So it's not like an escape
It's a little
room.
bit like an escape room because you have to like.
Do you have to escape your own house? When you open the
I do
box, does it
sometimes.
like
When it gets a little rough, sometimes I have to, but
wow?
not related to this game. I'm just kidding. I have it at home. It's like an escape room because you have to like solve riddles and stuff. Have you been to
So
an
like
escape room?
Clue?
Have you been to an escape room?
No.
Then you wouldn't understand. We'll have to do an escape room episode.
Have you played Clue?
Yes.
Because you're describing
You
Clue.
bought me Clue. You bought me Supernatural Clue, and we've played it together. You've seen me play Clue. You've seen me do it. It's a lot like Clue. It's like if Clue met an escape room, because in Clue you're not like solving puzzles and stuff. You're just trying to solve a murder. This is taking solving a murder plus puzzles. Plus, it's just real neat.
So it's Clue with puzzles.
Yes, like an escape room.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I've been doing. I'm back at work now, so I haven't had as much time. It's because I've been doing a lot of work. But
his life.
Yeah. You want to do some questions? Some listener questions.
Let's do some questions.
All right.
We had a lot of questions, so thank you. If you don't hear your question in this video, you will hear it in another video.
I have them all saved, so
he's got them all saved.
All right, and I pulled them from a bunch of different spots because I'm like a weird kraken tentacle monster from the internet that has a bunch of different groups.
That's creepy.
In the least hentai way possible. Okay. The first question is off of the Cabin Cellar Instagram. That's my horror Instagram. And it's from Gomezrek, who is a constant contributor over there. He's always commenting on stuff. And the question is, what is your opinion about Lovecraft Country? My opinion is that I haven't seen it because I think it's on HBO and I don't have it. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of Lovecraft research, and I'm very, very interested.
My opinion is that I've also not seen it, and that horror isn't really my genre.
Fair enough.
Although I am getting more into it, and I'm looking forward to it. And actually, since October is coming, we will be having a lot of spooky content coming out.
We've got some pretty big plans going on. Hopefully everything falls into place, but
keep an eye out for that.
There's a lot to be excited about. So there was a teaser on the Instagram, so comment below if you can guess what it is.
Ooh, teasers.
Very, very spooky. And if you're not following us on Instagram, go ahead and do that. Question number 2 is from the IG Grady Mates Facebook group, which is a branch off of the Planet Broadcasting Great Mates Facebook group. It's a Star Wars themed thing. And it's, how would you rank the Star Wars trilogies? You want to answer first?
Yes. This is easy. It ranks in the order they were released.
Fair enough. I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's, for me, it's the first trilogy, the original Tridge. Then it's sequel trilogy. And then the prequels.
Nah.
We can debate this at a different time. Because if we do this right now, it's going to be too long of an episode.
Yeah, it'll be like 3 hours.
It's going to be an episode in itself.
Probably.
A great debate
one day
about the Star Wars trilogies. and how the sequel trilogy. I'm not even gonna get into it. All right. This one is off the Wayward Sons Instagram. What jobs are good to have? And it's from CR Pete. What are good jobs to have if you want to explore the outdoors?
I would recommend probably a park ranger.
That's exactly where my mind went. That's like my second dream job. I would love to
Park
do.
ranger, maybe a game warden. Even like animal rescuers or like sanctuaries, game reserves, stuff like that. Like just anything you could possibly think of. Even like I'm pretty sure like if you're lucky enough to get into a company like REI or something for like camping stuff, I'm sure.
I was literally just about to ask what that was.
Yeah, it's a REI is a camping gear manufacturer, so I'm sure a lot of their employees and stuff like that, like they have a YouTube channel, uh, and other stuff. I'm sure they get out and they camp and whatever and test gear. So
All right. All
I
right.
recommend any of that.
Go get one of those jobs. All right.
Yeah.
This next one is from Josh Gardiner, again off the IG Grady Mates Facebook group. It says, "What is your favorite Star Wars helmet? Who is your favorite character?" And he wants to know what mouse droids do.
Well, my favorite Star Wars helmet.
Go ahead.
It's gotta be classic Vader. It's gotta be classic Vader. And actually, I would even say close runner up would be Kylo Ren's helmet.
There it is. Mine is.
But I know this doesn't really count as a helmet, but Darth Revan's mask as well.
I think it counts as a helmet in my eyes. I count it.
All right.
Mine is Boba Fett. Here it is.
Yeah, classic.
Year. I've been trying to get a Boba Fett helmet for very many years, and this year, the Black Series released their Boba Fett helmet, so I picked that up. Literally pre-order it as soon
And
as
you had to buy it.
Yeah, so here it is. I remember in about, was it like 2011? We were at a Walmart, you and I, and they had a Boba Fett helmet there that was pretty good quality. And I was like, should I buy this? And I decided, nah. And I didn't.
And meanwhile, I was in the background being like, do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
I wasn't cool. I wasn't cool that day.
He wasn't cool that time.
And now that helmet sells for a lot of money on eBay, I believe. So I should have bought two and sold one.
You should have.
I didn't.
Should have bought two of that Black Series one and kept it and sold
Honestly, it. I thought they were going to be a lot more in demand. Where was I today? I was somewhere today. I was at an FYE, I think, and they had one. Just like there.
You right? Love that place.
I do love it. I love it so much. Who is your favorite character? Is the other part of Josh's
Vader.
Question.
Vader's the best character.
Obi-Wan for me.
Obi-Wan's a close second. I'm sure his whole story is only going to get better with the Kenobi series that comes out.
I'm super pumped for that.
The season that comes out.
I'm glad it's going to be a one season thing.
Yeah.
I think if they did multiple seasons, it would be too much. Nice contained story, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And as far as mouse droids, I think they're there just to look cool.
I always thought maybe they picked up little pieces of litter. Like little pieces of litter, right? Like
yeah, I mean that's probably what they're for. I'm sure there's lore about what they do. As far as like the movies and stuff, they're there for dramatic effect.
100%, yeah. Lucas was like, "Oh, let's look cool. Throw this in there.
Well, let's have a couple little rolling droids to just roll away and be scared." Because they're scared of everything.
I figured the Empire's like obsessed with everything being shiny and clean and everything, so it makes sense that they would have little, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we do one more?
Sure.
All right. Let me find
a couple more.
All right. How many more you want to do?
How many do we have?
Several dozen. A lot.
All right.
I have a D&D question.
All right, shoot.
This is from the Dragon Mates Facebook group. It's Luke Kokuhound.
Sorry if you butchered
Please
that.
forgive me. Luke. And Luke wants to know, what is the most unusual D&D race you've played? Or had a player play as in your game? So you want to go first? Because I got to...
I mean, I've only ever played as a Dragonborn, so...
That is pretty strange.
It is, especially since when I was creating the character, he's nothing like a normal Dragonborn. He's got no charisma. None.
None.
At all.
0%.
Like 0%.
So you're basically just playing yourself.
Wow. That's a low blow, man.
Just kidding.
That's a low blow.
So I have never played a character because I'm always the dungeon master. So I've played pretty much every single race. I think the strangest one I've played was a human, but he was a were-rat.
Yes. What was his name?
His name was Boston
Cornflake.
Boston Cornflake. Yep. He was a mute bard, and he was a were-rat that could not control his transformations.
He sucked. I beat him up a couple times.
I love Boston Cornflake. The name came to me in a dream. It didn't. The strangest race that I've had a player play as in one of my campaigns was actually a custom race called a tree folk, and they are like inches tall. They're little tiny, and it was actually my wife that played this character in a campaign with Dan and his wife, and little tiny, and I think she flew on a like hummingbird or dragonfly or something.
Dragonfly, I believe.
Yeah, but tree folk.
Yeah, definitely weird.
Yeah, we gotta play D&D again.
Yes, we do.
In a while.
Meanwhile, I'm still working on my campaign.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I've never played as a character player before. I'm very excited. I have a halfling paladin all lined up.
Neat.
Ready to go.
Neat.
All right. Last question. What is the literal translation for McClunky? So, do you want to explain McClunky?
All right. So,
want me to explain
McClunky? I mean, you explain it.
All right. So when...
And I'll give you my interpretation of what it means.
Okay, so when A New Hope was released on Disney Plus, I guess George Lucas made some last minute edits or something. And in the Who Shot First scene, right before Greedo shoots, or Han shoots first in the new one.
No.
No, it's still Greedo?
Still Greedo.
Is he still doing the edited weird head thing, Han Solo, to dodge it and then shoot?
I think it's a little different. But
anyway, right before that happens, Greedo yells McClunky.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means. I don't know.
I think it means we have edited this shot 1,000 times and it sucks every single time we edit it, and we should have just left it the original. I think that's what it means.
I think you're right. And I think it means that with each edit, it gets a little bit more clunky, right?
Yeah.
And with each edit, it gets a little more like over bloated.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's food, right?
Yes.
So Mick Clunky. That's probably what it means.
Yes.
That's some solid.
That's our best answer for that.
That's some solid ass logic.
Meanwhile, Han shot first.
Yes, 100%. That was another question in there. Did I say who asked that last one?
No.
I don't think I did. That was Ethan A. Lund from the IG Grady Mates group.
Good question.
Thank you, Ethan. So do you want to tell them what next week's episode is going to be about? A little spoiler, since it was your idea.
What did I choose? I don't even remember what I.
It was the Apocalypse one.
Ah, yes. Our next episode will be if it was an apocalypse. What kind of apocalypse would you choose it to be, and what fictional character would you bring with you?
I already have some ideas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
All right, I think that's all we got.
And we will answer more of your questions.
Yeah, we still got about 10 questions lined up, and I'm sure we'll get more. So send them in via Facebook, Instagram, comment them here on YouTube, hit like and subscribe. I forgot to say that the last time. We have 6 subscribers, so the 6 of you that did subscribe, thank you.
I was one of them.
Oh, the the 5 of you that did subscribe, thank you. And the 40 or whatever that watched it and didn't subscribe, maybe go back and subscribe.
Maybe.
Want to do a fun sign off?
Sure, let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1.
Carry on.
Carry on.